Hello, welcome to ELE-180 and ELE-180L. My name is Gary Millette. I will be your instructor for both online course and the face-to-face labs for this semester, spring 2021. So what this course is about is, as in the title speaks to, instrumentation and measurement, but that's quite a more complex topic today than just those two words can speak to. And so let's kind of give an idea what the topics are. First, we'll start off with basic topics of test and measurement. You know, why do we do this? Where is it employed? What's the role of the technician in doing test and measurement? And what type of instrumentation exists? There's actually two parts to this course, the hardware and the software of test and measurement. And included in the software of test and measurement is circuit simulation software. So presently today, there's a lot of circuit simulation software out there. I'm going to talk about Tinkercad, which some of you may already be familiar with. It's kind of a recent graphical type of circuit simulation software. It's not very high level, it can't do very much more than just look at simple circuits, but it actually is pretty satisfying because you build circuits the way you would in lab, and they look just like them. It has some nice features. Then we'll take and use Circuit Maker, or talk about Circuit Maker and use it during the course of the semester. It's a much more sophisticated, albeit an older form of simulation software, and it's not supported anymore by the company that actually produced it in the first place. And we'll use it to take and review basic circuit theory. After we get through how do we use these types of simulation softwares, we're going to take a look at a review of basic circuit theory, things like electrical parameters, voltage, current, resistance, things like that. And we'll take a look at component that we use, like resistors and so forth. And then we'll take a look at electrical quantities and units. My cat is in the middle of the video here. Then we'll take a look at things like series and parallel circuits, more complex circuits and circuit theorems, frequency selective components, and then wrap it up with signals and systems. So to do this review of circuit theory, we'll use the simulation software. So it'll be two-pronged. We'll get a review of circuit theory, as well as at the same time we'll learn how to use circuit simulation software and some of the special tools like Bode plotters and Fourier analysis or spectrum analyzer type tools in Circuit Maker. Once we're done through that, we take and start doing the hands-on stuff. So there'll be an overview of test and measurement equipment and what we call control software for test and measurement equipment. And then we'll take a look individually at power supplies and digital multimeters, arbitrary waveform generators, digital storage oscilloscopes. Then we go into a different topic of where do we get the parameters to take a look at. They come from sensors. So we'll look at sensors and sensor networks. The cat is still problematic. After we're done with the sensor networks, we'll look at electronic signal analyzers, which include things like network analyzers and spectrum analyzers. Then we'll finish off the course by looking at using embedded control for measurements and apps of the Internet of Things in test and measurement. Now, as we go through this, it turns out we'll also use things like BenchView, which is a software that allows you to control instruments and to take the measurements that the instruments are taking and import them into your computer or your PC or whatever device you might have actually. So again, there's three basic topics: simulation software, the actual instrumentation itself, which you'll get a lot of hands-on with, learn how to use the devices, and then controlling the instruments using things like BenchView. And there's also things called BenchView test flow, where you can take and program the instruments to take measurements automatically and automatically import the data that the instruments are measuring. So it should be a fun course. The lab is, again, either Tuesday or Thursday. And it turns out this course is online, obviously. And as far as the course goes, usually it's set up in modules. So there's 15 modules for the 15 weeks of the semester. And there'll be usually every week an assignment that is due the beginning of the following week. So you want to try to keep up with what's going on. There are PowerPoint presentations, and basically the assignments ask you questions about the PowerPoint presentations. So without much further ado, let's get to it.